Today's Thursday, it's the 30th of January, it's 2025, and we're in Can Pastilla, and it's a bit breezy again. Surf's up, so there's lots of surfers out on the sea, but the sun's shining. It's a bit cooler, at 15 degrees, so it does feel a bit chilly. And he's just got a parasol out though. We were in Majorca just a couple of days ago, and we saw lots of surfers there. And well, lots of surfers here. We're actually at the end of the Playa de Palma, so the Playa de Palma stretches out all the way around this bay, all the way over there to Arenal, and a big, wide, big sandy beach. A lot of people on the beach, but the surfers have got some good waves out there by the looks of things. You can see them, some with paddles. One of them seemed to be motorised as well, so I like to have a little bit of a variety of surfers out there, but catching the waves. And they have to do this when they can, obviously. It's normally not like this, certainly in the summer it's not like this, but got some good waves today. And they're all in this particular area, so I can't see any further down. The other thing we do get are kite surfers. They're the ones that have these like huge kites that just drag them along on the waves. I can't see any of those out. But there is somebody out there who's on one of these motorised surfboards, and he doesn't need the waves, he just gets in there and it goes. Big sandy area here. It's a nice place to come and walk. It's reasonably flat. They do have a market here on one day. I'm not sure what day the market is, but there is a market one day. There's a bit of a chill. Mushrooms, seaweed, yeah, I think so. Big mountains of seaweed over there, and they've piled it all up. Starting in February, we'll start to see some of the hotels opening up. I had a message, somebody saying that they're coming in February to Santa Ponsa, and they were just wondering what it's going to be like in February. Well, certainly sometime next week we'll have to get down there and have a look, see what's going on. Pardon?
Did you say next week?
Yeah, well, it's the week after the weekend, yeah. Well, today's Thursday, and it's for us it's the day when we pick our grandchildren up from school. We usually take them for lunch. So we thought we'd come into Can Pastilla because it's on the way, and gives us somewhere to stop off, and then we'll carry on to Majorca later on.
That dog is so clever.
It's a frisbee catching dog. Got to drop the frisbee. Oh, didn't quite catch that one. Sand here is really quite compact, it's quite solid. And this area does now and again flood.
different than Lee on the Solent.
Yeah, so last week I need to be walking along the front in Lee on the Solent. It's got a lovely promenade actually, and certainly in the summer months, July and August, it's really nice to walk along there, but it's not quite the same in January. She would call in for a coffee, which is the sort of thing we do on our walks here anyway. So there's a cafe open over there. I've stopped there in the past. And we've got the Club Natico just over to the left there. And just beyond that there's an area where we've been before, where we've watched the waves crashing against the rocks, so we can go and have a look.
They were there for breakfast and they didn't do it, did they?
Yeah.
No.
This is a great area if you want to walk by the sea, because you can walk for miles, and when I say miles I mean literally miles. You could go 5 miles around the bay there, and here you can carry on going pretty much all the way into Palma, and it's all pretty flat, and you've got the sea right by you all the time. Cyclist just there, gone right onto the sand, not even leaving a track really. So hard and dense, the sand there, compacted. And this whole seafront here is very popular with cyclists all year round, particularly in the summer though. You get lots of tourists who rent bicycles, and they use these cycle paths that we've got here to go all along the coast. Breeze is picking up again, and it's coming all the way from the south, so it's a cool breeze, surprisingly, and that's what's bringing the waves in. This is the Club Nautico when we see the barriers here. Years ago we did have a function here with the masons. And we just spotted a menu. Not that we're going to be having a menu del dia today, we're having a Pepito de Lomo in Yacht Mayor, but they've got a menu, a Thursday menu, between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock. You've got a choice, a pasta salad, a mixed salad, and then for the second you can have chicken, or you can have a frito Mallorquin, but a frito marinero, all for €16. That's not bad. Let him go. Restaurants here getting ready for the day. So they're obviously open. And we have this little bay here, which is across there. We used to go and see Bernard when he had his bar. And the waves actually are coming in here, and they are crashing over. Now, when we came before, there were big waves, but they weren't crashing over like that. So it's looking a little bit more exciting today. Wind in Mallorca's it's not something we're normally used to. We have it occasionally. We seem to have been having it a little bit more consistently. Menorca is known as the windy island, and Majorca not so windy, which is why we don't have any wind turbines on the island. Because it's not consistently windy, so they've never really caught on here. I do believe they have them in Mallorca. But even in this, which is almost completely enclosed, there are waves. You normally don't see any waves here. And then we've just seen some big waves just crashing over the wall.
You're going to get wet?
I'm going to go and try not to get wet. But I would like to catch some video of waves, because I do that. I like that. So I'm looking for dry spots on the ground. We're going to get some spray on, I imagine. See the waves building up out there. And then every so often there's one that's just a little bit bigger. And that's the one the surfers are waiting for. We're very close to the end of the runway from Palma Airport as well, so it's a good place to see airplanes taking off. Excuse me. I see really big waves out there. I mean, they can't surf here, they'd be surfing into rocks, but really big waves heading in our direction. Oh, and that was the one, wasn't it? Wow. That was the one I was waiting for. And we get two. So when we used to, years ago, we used to refer to it as the seventh wave phenomenon. And it's because waves can travel in waves. That's exactly what they're doing here. So you have the big waves and you wait. And the number was 7, but I don't think there's a strict number with that. And you would get another big wave. Whoa! Well, that one nearly got me. And just up there, there's an EasyJet plane going over. Another big one coming in. I am doing this all from a safe distance. I'm not one of these silly people who goes and stands right there and gets into danger. The ground I'm standing on is dry, so no waves yet have got to here. And even if you look over there, you can see parts of the hard standing there are dry as well. But super waves, and it's just gone to find somewhere to shelter while I enjoy the waves. We do have the odd boat out there on the sea, and well, we look at that one out there, it doesn't look as though it's bobbling around too much at all. We're going to leave the exciting waves of Can Pastilla, and we're going to go and find somewhere to have a coffee. And, most of the bars closed around here. Maybe one open right on the other side, but we're going to make our way back towards Can Pastilla and where we've come from, and see if we can find a bar open so we can get a coffee. Got their fresh fish out, sitting on the ice there, ready for the customers. Be coming in later on. Just to give you an idea of the time, it is 20 past 11 in the morning.
You can go in here and have a coffee if you want to. You want to go to a bar?
Funny here, it looks as though we've got two different cycle lanes, and that's the cycle lane and this is the cycle lane. Well, actually that's the cycle lane. Back. When you're out of the wind, it's really very pleasant. Want to sit outside there, or do you want to find somewhere where we can go inside?
No, I'd rather go inside.
I thought you were going to say that. I've got tables inside.
Go there.
Yeah. Well, we managed to get a table on the inside, and we have our coffees. And
Isla Baleares.
nice map of Mallorca. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Oh, it's nice and hot. Well, we've had a nice coffee and a nice little bit of refreshment there, and very comfortable seats. I'm going to carry on. The waves still look just amazing rolling in there. They're proper rollers, they are. And loads. I don't think I've ever seen so many surfers out. There's,
Seals, don't they?
yeah, they've just come out now for those waves. The word must have got around. And they seem to be catching them very well. Just a quick rough count, there's about 20 surfers out there, all trying to catch the waves. Well, I've just tried to get a couple of those surfers on my other camera. I'm not sure whether I've done it. We'll have a look to see when I put it on a big screen. But they're certainly having a lot of fun out there. And they've all got wetsuits on, so I guess they're nice and warm, enjoying the sunshine and the waves. And if you want to have a go yourself, just across the road here, look, you've got a little surf place. You can Get your stand-up paddleboard, your surfboard, your little kayak. Enjoy the water. It's that motorised one I talked about, standing out to the sea there. Sure whether that is or not. Anyway, it's a great day here on the Playa de Palma in Can Pastilla.
Nice here for a walk, isn't it?
It's nice, you know, nice place to come. Ooh, some clouds up there, look. They start to develop, we could be getting some storms. The weather forecast, I think, did include thunderstorms on some parts of the island. And those clouds look as though they're really developing. Interesting, because over this way, nice blue skies. I think the weather's almost as fascinating as the sea. But we've got an appointment with our grandchildren, so we've got to go now. So thanks very much for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.